It is Riyadh season in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and we're about to see another big-time fight here at Kingdom Arena. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters, this is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Alexander Usyk. He's 6'3" with a 78-inch reach. And his opponent here, none other than Alexander Usyk. 6'3" and 198-centimeter reach.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine. Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine.
It'll be ding-ding from first bell. They're off.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, and now from Crimea in Ukraine, here is...
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
This place is like a coliseum. When it's packed out, the fans are there. You can hear their punches. You can smell the sweat. The heat is second to none.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? Nice lead hook. A perfect counter lands. They both want a knockout, you can tell. That counter shot lands. Good counter punch. Nice job blocking the hook. Beautiful counter punch. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Can't land that jab. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Round still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. So he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second.
And there's the bell to start round two. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter punch caught him clean. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe. There's the bell for round 3. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
It's bombs away. Counter punch right up the middle. The straight right just misses. These two fighters are made for one another. Beautiful counter shot. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Perfect counter shot. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Nice looking right hook, but he blocked it. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. We know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance.
Here we go to the 4th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. He scores with the counters. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Well done with that counter shot. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Offense all the time. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judges going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Jab slightly off target. what the judges' scorecards read. There are no losers in this one. And a round that seemed like eternity for them. And there's the bell for round 5. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Misses with the straight left. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Unified heavyweight champion is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. The big Ukrainian in big trouble. How is this fight still continuing?
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. What a huge momentum swing that. On to the 6th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head through.
He misses with that straight left. It's all offense all the time. Nice counter shot. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
You gotta like what you're seeing. The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Beaten, brute. There's the bell to start round 7. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Punch, counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. punch himself out, though. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Through the straight left, but it won't score. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Now you start wondering how much work these two... Round 8, and we're off again. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Nice counter shot. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The courage on display here is incredible. And this fight is over. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm cool off this fucking game, bro. That's the second time I done lost like that, bro. I'm good, gang. I'm good, gang.